Welcome back to 2 Minutes of Power. Today we're talking about worship, and we're looking at Genesis 22:5, where Abraham is going to worship as he's preparing to sacrifice his son Isaac on an altar that they're going to build. He said to his servants, this is Abraham, "Stay here with the donkey while I and the boy, Isaac, go over there. We will worship and then we will come back to you." And so think about this. Abraham is getting ready to go sacrifice his son. I mean, that's all he knows. That's what he's committed to. And again, he believes that his son will be resurrected, but still he's sold out in that moment. So he's going forth, not knowing when the moment is going to occur where God is going to step in, but he trusts him at all costs. And so when we look to that moment, that even so, he's going to go sacrifice. He's committed in worshiping God. How many times we've been in a situation we felt like, I don't feel like praising him. I just don't feel like this thing didn't go my way. I'm upset. But Abraham, God has asked him to sacrifice his only son, the son that he loves. Yes, Ishmael, and it was a different experience. He loved him too, but Isaac was his son of promise. It was a different relationship. And that's why God referred to him as the son you love, because God knew, later he was going to sacrifice Jesus Christ. And God is outside of time, so it already happened in that realm, but it was going to happen on earth, and he was going to give up his only begotten son. But still, Abraham chose, I'm going to bow down before my God. I'm going to surrender to him. I'm going to give it all up for him because he is such a good God, and I trust him to do what he said. When we worship, let us remember who God is, no matter what's going on around us. Because I'm sure Abraham in that moment, right, he couldn't care about, yes, I'm about to go do this thing. Yes, there's emotion. He had to push all of that aside and just get quiet before the Lord. Say, I trust you, God. I love you, God. I trust you. I trust you. And then to come down with a knife, and then God steps in. I'm going to do that again. To come down, and God, the angel of the Lord, steps in before he can go through it and says, stop. What faith you have to give up what God gave you, would give up the promise you waited for. 25 years you waited for this. But still, it was nothing. It was nothing to Abraham because he knew God was worthy. Yes, it wasn't easy. It wasn't that the son meant nothing. It meant I'm not going to let anything come in between my relationship with God. I got to lay this down. I got to give it up. And God's going to bless me. God's going to take care of it. He's going to do it. And in that, God came through and he showed himself so faithful. God's faithful every time. Lay it all down for him. It's so worth it.